System data is missing. Legend of Heroes. Trails to Zero. Welcome! So this is what I wanted to do last week, and due to circumstances we're bumping this up quite a bit earlier, and we'll see if we can actually get something decent to kick things off with. So without further ado, I will go ahead and jump in. We will start a new game. We're gonna go normal. I don't know how refined all the stuff is. I mentioned in the description, this is where you'll find some of the changes that were put into Cold Steel that differ from Sky, and you'll kind of see what I mean. So, begin things with normal, and here's our group. Well, Tio? My bad premonition was right. Time, space, and mirage, the three higher elements are stirring. Just as in the tower and the temple. Just as I thought. Looks like proceeding hereafter won't be a piece of cake after all. In other words, those mysterious monsters are loitering around, right? Well, that doesn't sound very pleasant. I see, got it. Naturally, we should expect to be ambushed by the enemy accordingly. Everyone, brace yourselves. Nice little environment, isn't it? And what have we here? What is this place? A shaft descending downwards into the earth. Wonder how far it goes. Should be about 500 arch based on eye measurement. Good grief, it seems like it's gonna be a pain getting down there. And this is kind of loud to me, I hope you guys can hear me. Tio, what's wrong? Are you alright? You look so pale. No problem. It's just, it made me remember some things from that old place. Old place? I see. The Lodge of the Cult at the Republic's western edge, right? Yes. I think the shaft may have been built as an underworld path to Gehenna, as a way to approach demons that rejects the goddess Idios, and also to perform a ritual to present offerings to them. What scumbags! So that is why it has this upsetting smell to it. In that case, there's only one thing for us to do. For the people who opened a path for us, and also for that child who is awaiting our return. We will shatter this irritable fantasy and drag it out into the daylights. We'll put an end to it so that no one will go through harsh and sad experiences anymore. Mr. Lloyd? Good goddess. I didn't really want to say you're a hot-blooded guy, but... Well, I'll agree with you. Just this time, though. Me too. The enemy's existence is like an unknown spider manipulating everything from the shadows. However, as we are now, we can definitely reach it. Yes. We will not lose, no matter what. Alright, let's go then. Crossbell Police Special Support Section, Lloyd Bannings and Company, totaling 4 people. We will hereby start our infiltration mission to investigate and settle this case. So those you're in an Amidia Res segment? Now we're actually starting the game properly. Huh? Where am I? That's right. I bade Uncle and Aunt goodbye and boarded the train after I checked in my luggage. And then... Are you alright? Looks like you've awakened. You seem to be having a nightmare. Are you feeling unwell? That's not it. It's just lack of sleep. Somehow, it seems like I had a strange dream. A strange dream, eh? Was it a dream where you were helplessly chased around by sexy ladies? That's not it. I feel like it wasn't that good of a dream. Enough, dear. Don't tease the young man. How about some cold lemonade to keep you awake? I chilled some and stored it inside a bottle. Thanks, then. Thank you very much. It was cold and delicious. It's nothing special. But by your appearance, you don't seem like you're from the Empire. So, you're from Crossbell? Yes. I've lived abroad for a while, but I'm returning to Crossbell now. May you two perhaps be from Crossbell too? Yes, we were on a trip to the Republic and are now just returning. But if that's the case, you'll be surprised when you see how Crossbell is now. Indeed. The townscape has changed much in the past 2 or 3 years. I thought that might be the case. Actually, recently I've been on trains passing through Crossbell City many times. Looks like some pretty tall buildings have been constructed, right? Yes. Crossbell has always been one of the leading trade cities on the continent. Because the financial sector is very much developed, it became easy to accumulate mirror from other countries, but since last year's non-aggression pact, it seems the flow has accelerated. The targets of massive mirror investments are department stores and office buildings that are built one after the next. The various conveniences are nice, but things have become more hectic. Everyone's always so busy, like they become slaves to time and money. I'm sorry, you're just now returning. I wonder if I've said something terrible. No, don't worry about it. I heard various things from letters. No matter how much it's changed, my hometown Crossbell is still Crossbell. Right. You're young, but you understand. Contrary to that, when it comes to those politicians lately, doesn't matter whether they're on the Empire faction or Republic one, they do nothing but fight over interests and rights. We can no longer trust anyone except Mayor McDowell. Dear, dear. Sorry about that. When it comes to him in discussions of politics, he always gets carried away. No, it was instructive. Even though I was abroad, I ordered Crossbell Times, but if I don't hear stories about current affairs, I won't understand how things really are. You're a Crossbell Times reader too, eh? Though they follow every fad, they have some good articles too, right? Wish they delved a little deeper into the problems of Crossbell State, though. Indeed. Looks like there are various things going on. Ah. I will be going mute when the song starts, by the way. To all passengers, we will arrive shortly in Crossbell State, Crossbell City. Passengers continuing to Liberl and Remiferia by airship, please transfer here. Additionally, in accordance with the Transcontinental Railroad Company agreement, this train will stop at Crossbell Station for around 30 minutes. Passengers continuing to the Erebonia region, complete entry applications and submit them to the inspection officer. Seems we've arrived. I want to see the faces of Empire soldiers. Let's hurry and get ready to get off. You're right. It's been 3 years since then? Though I've spoken with Sister Cecil through orbital telephone many times. Now, I don't know if that's supposed to be Cecile, Cecil, or how exactly that's supposed to be pronounced. I'm kind of going on a limb there. Just like with the whole Olivier versus Olivier thing. Brother, Sister Cecile, I finally returned. To Crossbell. To that city where we all used to live. So there's your opening. But Lloyd should be familiar if you've played the end of Cold Steel 2, and then if you've seen stuff from the coming games, they showed Randy in some of the art, which kind of shows that you kind of need to know who he is. Crossbell Station. But yes, in this game we are not bracers, we're just the police. So those of you smelling ham and bacon, yes, Lloyd is indeed the Popo. Station Street. Now, I don't know how far I'll be able to get in this session. Like usual for the first videos, I will show as much of the battle system as I can. Lloyd uses tonfas, you may be familiar with that. Hoping to at least show the first of the books, the first of the recipes, going around talking to people and doing a couple missions at the very least. So yeah, we'll set that as the goal. 2 missions and then talking to people in town. After that, I'm good to just call it quits if we're pressed for time or there's too many interruptions. So here's the central square. Wow, this place sure has changed considerably. The department store was completely renewed. What's that building over there? Just opened last year, it's the Orbital store. They handle everything from the latest Orbital goods to Orbital vehicles. Empire-made, Republic-made, Liberal-made, Epstein-made, they handle them all. Wow, they're a pretty big deal. What's more, it looks like the number of vehicles has increased. You hardly saw them 3 years ago. I think those are only for the rich, though. Frankly, I'm grateful for the increase in Orbital buses. They run to the hospital in the south area every 30 minutes. Sounds pretty convenient. Indeed, many things have changed this much in 3 years. Now then, this far is fine. Won't you be heading to work? Yeah. Since I'm here, I thought I'd carry your luggage home. Now, you can't do that. What will you do if you're late on your long-awaited first day of work? That's right. Whatever you're doing, the beginning of it is vital. You're certainly right about that. Since you just returned, do you have a place to live? I could refer you to the inn on East Street if you like. Thank you for your thoughts, but it seems that a dorm's been prepared for me. Even the luggage I sent should have arrived there. Is that so? We live at the end of East Street. If you're ever in trouble, please feel free to come see us. Alright, thank you very much. Once I've settled down, I'll come pay you a visit. Stay strong. Goodbye. Huh? That multi-tenant building, it's still standing. Crossbell Times must still be in there. It's nostalgic, but the street with store and houses is so merry. Well then, it's about time. Lloyd took a sealed letter out of his breast pocket. Mr. Lloyd Bannings, you are appointed member of Crossbell Police HQ Special Support Section. Present yourself at Police HQ at the designated time. Crossbell Police Personnel Division. The Special Support Section? It's a name I haven't heard of before during police school. Still haven't received my uniform. What kind of post is this, I wonder? Oh well, at any rate, I'll find out when I go there. At least the police location hasn't changed.
Yes?
Alright, to my first day of work. Crossbell Police, even though I visited several times before. To think this is going to be my workplace from now on. Well, then I should greet the people at the reception desk first. So, konnichiwa is hello, yokoso is welcome. I assume it's similar to what she's actually saying there, what she verbally said. How may I be of assistance? No, my name is Lloyd Bannings, and I'll be working here from today onward. I look forward to working with you. Is that so? It makes me happy to gain more colleagues to work with. But that's weird. I haven't been informed about a recruit coming here today. Are you sure you shouldn't have gone to the Guardian Force rather than police headquarters? No, I'm quite sure it's the police headquarters. I received the detective qualification at the police school. So you passed the detective exam? That's amazing. Quite unusual for a newcomer, I must say. No, I was just lucky, that's all. Besides, the only one who apparently took the test this time was me. Oh, come on, don't say that. You don't really have to be so humble, you know. But that's weird. If that's the case, I should have been informed already. Excuse me, but to which post have you been assigned? That is, to the one called the Special Support Section, I believe. The Special Support Section? Let me see, was there such a post? There isn't? Wait a moment, please. I think I may have heard that name before. Maybe not. Oh, so you've come. Inspector Sergey. Fran, let me handle him. It's my new recruit after all. I see. That's the name of the new duties post the chief made, right? It's a little awkward, but okay. Yes, I look forward to working with you. Well, it may disappear within a half year or so. Well? I'm Sergey Lu. Or is that supposed to be Lo? I'm not sure. We'll go with Lo. I'm Sergey Lo, Chief of the Special Support Section. So, you're Lloyd, eh? Yes, I'm Lloyd Bannings. Reporting my enlistment to the Crossbell Police Special Support You don't need to do it yet. I'm just telling you that it's still too early to report your enlistment. Follow me. I shall introduce you to the other guys. Huh? Best of luck to you. I believe it's going to be a lot of trouble, but as long as you have guts, it will be alright. Yes. I'm suddenly getting anxious. Oh. Uh-huh. Seems they've finally arrived. Sorry for making you wait. This one here is the last member. Hey, introduce yourself. Yes. They don't look to be senior members. Newcomers like me? Wait, there seems to be quite a young child here, too. What is it? Your name and birthplace is enough. Sorry. I am Lloyd Bannings, and I'm from this Crossbell city. I was living abroad just a while ago, but I have returned back home to join the police. I'm looking forward to working with you. Oh, a serious one, huh? I'm Randy Orlando. Hobby should be picking up women, gambling, enjoying Gravier magazines, or something like that. And hopefully I'll need to explain what a Gravier magazine is. I can pick up and lend you some from my treasured collection after this is over. What? That's the nice to meet you. I am Ellie McDowell. Like you, I'm from the city. I'm looking forward to working with you. Yeah. And then the domo is just like a general greeting. Tio Plato. I'm from the Le Mans state. Nice meeting you. Yeah, nice to meet you. Chief Sergey? What is it? Actually, what kind of place is the special support section, really? Since it kind of looks like everyone here are fairly young, including me. A lot happened. By the way, everyone here is a promising newcomer just like you. Makes you more comfortable, no? Yeah. Wonder if it's gonna be alright. Well, at least I'm grateful there's no nagging seniors around us. What's with this situation? Seems like I was anxious for nothing. Sergei here. Good work. Is that perhaps a portable communication device? To think even something like that has been developed. Yes, roger that. Well then, please leave the cleaning up to us. Alright, rejoice, rookies! We are now going to a lovely little place to let you experience what kind of jobs the special support section takes care of. So, if you're wondering about the whole division of newcomers thing, that actually has happened in the US once before that I know of. To go on a little bit of a tangent, if you didn't know, during the Prohibition period and the mob had the cops so heavily bribed, Elliot Ness made the Untouchables out of all these fresh recruits out of the police academy because they hadn't had the chance to be corrupted yet. So I'm wondering if that's going to be the theme here, corruption, and they need young blood to get around it. Anyway, this is by Station Road outskirts. I wonder what we were going to do around here. What we're going to do here. Taking care of something or so, he said. Don't say you wanted us to clean it up, will you? Beyond this door is the Geo Front block, stretching itself under the whole city. I'll have you guys go in. Going inside that? Wait a minute, what's the meaning of this? To test your coordination as a group as well as your fighting abilities in actual combat. The Geo Front itself isn't really that hard, but there are all kinds of monsters laying around here. You are going to sweep them up while aiming for the deepest area within. I see. An actual combat test, huh? Well, I'm quite relieved then. Please wait a moment. Putting the test aside, why do we have to enter a place to sweep up monsters in the first place? We aren't the Guardian Force. This isn't a detective's job. You are right that this isn't usually a job for a detective. However, for the members of the Special Support Section, that's not the case. Let's leave the explanation for later. First, take this. Sergei gave Lloyd and the rest some kind of a portable device. This is a new type of tactical orbment. It's got quite the stylish design. 5th generation tactical orbment alias Enigma is finally ready to be deployed for combat. That's something that just arrived from the Foundation last month. They've already been adjusted for your aptitudes. As for how to use them, Tio, give them a lecture on how to do it. Roger, even though it's a bother. Do you have any quartz for the new model? Indeed, there's not much, but do take them. And this is important too. Geo Front Kie. Well then, when you mount up the 8 monsters, return to HQ. Let's leave the small details until then. Wait a minute, I should probably hand these over to you as well. Detective Notebook. Combat Notebook. About the Detective Notebook. Detective Notebook automatically records events that happen throughout the game. Check the contents by selecting Detective Notebook after opening items from the camp menu by pressing triangle and left D-pad on the field map. You can also read the manual, so please check it out. About the Combat Notebook. The Combat Notebook automatically records data of each enemy you have fought. Like the Detective Notebook, you can view its contents by selecting Combat Notebook under items or pressing the triangle right D-pad. Wait, Chief! Lloyd, I'm making you the leader for the time being. What? You're currently the only one with the qualifications as a detective. Well then, I'll leave it to you. Forced on you, huh? But it's reassuring to have someone qualified as a detective here. I look forward to working with you, Mr. Lloyd. Can we drop the formalities? Since we are seemingly close in age and all. Really? I am 18, by the way. In that case, we are the same age. How about the rest of you? 21, but I don't care for formalities, so let's just be casual with each other. I'm in your care then, Lloyd, Ellie. Likewise. Likewise. Well then, how about you then? 14, is there a problem? No, it's not a problem or anything. Wait, 14? What do we have here? Same age as you look, then. I'm surprised. To think that someone this young has entered the police. No, this is just too weird no matter how you think about it. If I remember right, you generally have to be over 16 years to join the police. Why is a child who hasn't even graduated Sunday school in the police in the first place? To be more correct, I am not actually one of the police at all. I was transferred from the Epstein Foundation as personnel for some tests. What? When you say Epstein, is that of the tactical ordnance you mentioned earlier? I see, so that's how it is. I've heard that Crossbell for several years has been cooperating with the Foundation for a large-scale project. The Orbital Network Project. I may have some connections to that, but the reason for my transfer is something else. That is... that mechanized staff? It's called Orbital Staff. I was transferred from the Foundation to test this armament in actual combat. Mr. Lloyd, do you understand? Wait a minute. Don't say that. You too are going to fight using that staff? You aren't quick-witted even though you're a qualified detective. Didn't I tell you I was transferred for an actual combat test? Well, you two. There's no use fighting over this now. I don't know how dangerous this Geo Front beyond here is. However, the first thing we should do is to think about how to finish the mission the old man forced on us. Indeed, though there are many incomprehensible things. I understand. I'm sorry, Tio. I apologize for turning the mood for the worse. I don't care, since I think your reaction was quite sensible. By the way, my weapon is this orbital staff. However, what kind of weapons do the rest of you have? Well then, this one here is the one I'm specialized in. Is that a kind of baton? Tonfas. It's an arm used in the East. It's said to excel way more at defense and suppression power rather than killing and wounding. I see, a typical policeman equipment. I've tried several weapons, but this is the one that fits me the best. Ellie, Randy, what weapons are you specialized in? This is mine, I guess. An orbital gun, a little old type. It's quite a nice gun. It's something I have customized for competitive use. Though it's an old type, you can count on me for aiming accuracy. Full of confidence, huh? Well then, this one's here's mine. That is quite a large weapon indeed. Its shape looks like that of the halberds the knights used in the Middle Ages. I happened to see it in the Foundation weapon factory once. It has a unit that converts orbital energy into shock power. Yeah, it's a stun halberd. It's a bit heavy and hard to use, but its attack power packs a punch. I see. I don't know what kind of weapon Tio's staff is, but I think we are pretty balanced when we'll eventually fight with monsters. Indeed. Well, they probably assembled us due to that. It also looked like that old man was pretty good despite his blank appearance. That's true. Regarding the explanation about my orbital staff abilities, should I begin with explaining about those of the tactical ordnance we received earlier? Of course. Yes, please. Roger. Generally, ordnance are devices that use orbital energy to produce various forms of phenomenon. The power of ordnance is used from products used like everyday lightning, which is supposed to be lighting, I believe, air conditioning, to even trains and railroads. Tactical ordnance are little portable devices specialized for each and every person for combat. The one we just got provided is the newest model that the Epstein Foundation has developed. Like existing models, they work by installing crystallized circuits called Quartz. Quartz are created from pieces of septium fragments and inserted into the circuits of an orbment. We just received a few from the Chief earlier. Yes, you insert them into unlocked slots of the tactical ordnance to make use of their effects. Furthermore, when you fulfilled a set elemental value for a circuit line, you may be able to use orbital arts. Depending on the monster, it may be more effective using arts rather than attacking directly with their weapons. That's why we better properly prepare ourselves before engaging in combat with monsters. I see. So it's an important factor when fighting with monsters, then. Even the Bracer Guild and the Guardian Force are utilizing them, so I don't think we can doubt their potency. As for the rest, yes. Since the tactical ordnance are fine-tuned for each individual, their construction varies from person to person. Their slot limits and lines connecting them will also be different. Well, we'll know how much they differ by comparing them afterwards. I think it'll be wise to remember the detailed usage of arts during live combat. Well, that should do it for the explanation then. I think I understand it now. Thank you, Tio. You're welcome. By the way, these new models shouldn't differ much in how to use them compared to the old ones, right? Yes, if you have some experience with the old types, you can handle them as you're already used to. If I have to say what's different with this updated version, they added an extra function. An extra function? Well, it shouldn't matter right now, so don't think too much about it. Leaving that aside, we better prioritize completing our mission now. Yeah, that's right. I'm strangely interested in it, though. Anyway, let's prepare our tactical ordnance before we enter the Geo Front. We should be ready to enter once we have set the quartz we received from the chief. Indeed. Well then, let's prepare. Set up the course for all members. Select Orman from the camp menu, select the quartz button. You've earned the Novice Detective achievement for receiving the Detective Notebook. Yes, there are achievements in-game. They're not like trophies or like with the Xbox. They're actually used for post-game stuff. As you can see, during the game, you may unlock achievements when fulfilling certain conditions. Unlocking achievements will net you points which you can use after clearing the game to unlock various features. You can check your achievements selecting record by opening. Yeah, this is awkwardly worded. Choose record by opening the system option in the camp menu. So the map. Still give him defense. We will give her evade, HP, attack. So going over his, he doesn't seem to have a limit, and his is perfectly symmetrical, actually. Hers, on the other hand, is more spellcaster oriented. You can see she has 2 wind slots, which kind of has me concerned because wind in Sky was pretty lackluster. And that's being very polite, I guess. So she is a definite caster because you can see it's one long line. This kind of makes sense since she's using the orbital staff. That's basically what Emma and Elliot use in Cold Steel. It took me a moment to remember what the next one was called. I was about to call it Sen, but yeah. As for Randy, he... This kind of reminds me of Agates. Anyway, so he has Forte and Firebolt, Tear and Icicle Edge, Sparkle, Crest and Stone Spike. So you actually can't take off his Tonfa. We have no accessories at the moment, however. I don't know if we're able to see there. Here we go, this is what I was looking for. So you have Tiger Charge, which is your S-Craft. Overwhelm the enemy with a barrage of attacks like a ferocious tiger. You have XL Rush, successive attacks with Tonfa clad in shockwaves. Aura Rain, large area. His is single target. Cover 50 HP. I think that's supposed to be 50% hit points. Healing Rain recovers HP of allies in range. Full recovery when HP is max. Then 3-point Burst accurately shoots out a triple attack that concentrates on 1 point. Ether Buster, Orbital Staff transforms, shooting a powerful laser, Straight Line Pierce. Support Craft, discover enemy vitals, weakening them. I don't know if this is like the proper scan thing, but we'll test it. Anyway, Crimson Gale. An all-out attack clad in flames of fighting spear that mows down enemies, as well as Power Smash. Brandish and release an attack with all your might. Delays enemy action turn. So that alone is pretty cool, since you can delay people from the onset. One of the things I was kind of looking at with their orbments that I didn't call out was none of them have time element like Joshua did, so you can't do the stuff involving delaying turns that well. Door is locked. Can be opened with the Geo Front Block A key. Use the key. Unlock the door. And I will be doing the tutorial for you guys. Pretend you didn't see anything right there. So this is the Geo Front. I have heard stories, but I think such a place extended under the city. I'm amazed. Thought it was the remains of an underground aqueduct from the Middle Ages. According to records from the database, it seems that construction of this place began at the same time of the urban planning, 20 years ago. It includes waterworks, sewers, a waste disposal plant, and it seems that the orbital cable and all sorts of other plants were added later. Well, this is a place different from one could expect, for sure. However, if I remember correctly, above here we are close to Central Square, right? Are there monsters wandering about underneath it? Normally after being closed down, they wouldn't appear in the city, but they say it happens that sometimes workers at the construction site are attacked and get injured. Still at present, it seems the police can't fully deal with the problem. I see. Maybe this means that the special support section was made for this. Well, in that case, it would be understandable, but still. I understood the situation. Setting aside if it's a detective's duty or not, it appears this is a job that has to be done. Besides being a test or not, let's accomplish it in a proper way. Oh, serious, ain't ya? But he is certainly right. Let's proceed for gradual degrees while checking the fundamentals one by one. Roger. That's your healing device, if you don't remember. It's the Ormond charging station set in a dangerous map. By inspecting the station with the circle button and selecting rest here, HP and EP will be restored. When the party is in a dangerous condition, let's recover here. Alright, if things get dangerous, let's come back here and recover. So, we're already topped off, we don't really need to worry. Of course. There it is. They really showed up. That's a monster. It's my first real battle with them. Let's engage it with calm and prudence. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. By approaching to a certain degree, they become visible. The starting battle situation changes depending on how we touch them. Touching them from behind will net us an advantage, while being ambushed from behind will put us at a disadvantage. Moreover, when the circle button is pressed while moving on the field, the lead character will perform an action and attack the enemy. It is possible to stop a monster's movements by hitting it in the back and making it lose consciousness. If you touch a monster that lost consciousness, it will be possible to start the battle with a great advantage. And then you guys can stop and read that. This is basically stuff from Cold Steel. So you have your AT action time bar, it indicates the turn order, actions go from top down. These are the bonuses that you get for those various turns. So the heart is healing, the gem emerald thing is bonus Sepith, and so on. Each icon has a special effect. The current one is critical, so when we smack these fools, they will take critical damage. So I chose the attack enemy option. The circle indicates the range that you can go. Select a target inside that range, you will automatically move and attack it. If you choose one that has the X over the exclamation mark, target is out of range, selecting will move closer but not attack. Critical hit. So, Doom... they don't even give you the chance to cast magic. Screw it. So she can't reach either of them. Let's go for this one, because I suspect he's probably a heavy hitter. So we'll hit them both because they're both within the circle of her attack. I'm telling you, she's just like Elliot and Emma. No, just outside of my range. Where's the long barrel when you need one? Flawless victory, and we got the overkill there. So, this is an EXP mod. You can see we got 1 overkill, a 7 rush. I'm not sure what that one is exactly. Got the first attack and we won flawlessly. So everyone gets 42 EXP. You can see support member slots, whatever those are. Wink wink. Here's our Sepith. Now that's actually a little cool compared to what we saw in Sky. And we get a king potato and marbled steak. Alright, we defeated it somehow. Didn't look like a very strong enemy. However, with this we're able to somehow or another catch hold of each of our styles. Although Tio's orbital staff efficiency gave me a little scare. Indeed. What that staff was firing was some kind of arts, right? I'd say so. Unlike the common arts, there's the possibility it misses, but it has the same effect as activating short-range arts without the casting time. In that case, it seems you could come up with many different tactics. It's a new equipment made for that. Moreover, this breastplate I'm wearing is... It links to the orbital staff and operates deploying a kind of defense field. Since I'm able to take much more punishment than I look, even if I were to stand in the front lines, there should be no problem. I see, it's truly a cutting-edge equipment. Well, let's rely on it as much as possible, eh? But having a little girl taking the full brunt of it would be a little... it's nothing. That's kind of what my thought is. Maybe the 7-turn thing, but I'm not 100% sure. Tear Balm. Nothing inside the chest. Whoops, for some reason there's even jelly-like ones. Against these kinds of monsters, arts are more effective than weapon attacks. Everyone, let's fight not only with normal attacks, but using arts too. Good point. Roger. There we go. Arts are weak. Arts until activation, it takes time. This is poorly translated. EP is consumed. They have attributes, making sure you use the effective attribute against the opponent. So here's... they don't even tell you it here. Oh well. Sadly, we're gonna lose out on all of the crit turns here. The important thing is we're still charging up EP as we go. This should be more effective than normal, I think. Because it's weak, and it's also burned the sucker. So here you can actually see everything. Water has normal effect, fire is super effective, followed by earth. And if we do this, we'll still be able to attack before they get a turn. We're gonna do this. You have to remember that her staff is a magic attack. Okay, I just noticed Lloyd's gonna go too slow. No! Randy, why? So he died to the burn. So we lost our no damage thing. We got the 7 rush and first attack. Got 62 EXP. Got 2 thawing heaters. Alright, let's try finding using crafts this time. Combined with arts, our range of tactics should widen considerably. Yes, let's give it a try. My time to shine has come. The battle will be settled in a flashy way with my killer move. See that you do not hurt yourself by getting carried away. Crud. So we got the preemptive, but not the max advantage. Craft attacks. When you use craft, CP is consumed during combat. CP accumulates little by little when taking damage and dealing damage. So here we have XL Rush. We can hit 3 of them using this. Reminds me of Estelle's Cyclone. 3-point burst. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Okay, so this is how you get the information for them. There is an achievement for analyzing every enemy in the game, so just be aware of that. Insect monsters that get the powerful ones, leftovers. They emit a mysterious sound that hurts the ears. Royal flower, or royal leaf milled flowers. Their drops. They're weak to fire and earth. He's kind of afraid of this, so there's no point even using his at the moment. Dissonance. Wow. Lloyd could be in trouble here. Strength down.
Hi.
Here we go. Let's go for this one. No, it lived. It fled. So right here I gotta heal. And Lloyd gets to go again. Their turn. That's the best way to kill a bug, with a gun. It's even better if you actually know how to patch the bullet hole in your wall afterwards. So we got 1 milled flower and 1 royal leaf, I believe. Got 5 smoke balls. I was kind of wondering if they'd regenerate. So if you look at the profile picture thing at the bottom, portraits maybe, the top bar is the health, the middle bar is the MP or the EP, and the green bar is the CP. So this is the next part of the tutorial. Whoops, there were still others? You even find them one at a time has become troublesome. Let's try using S-crafts. If we use S-crafts and S-breaks, we can defeat most monsters in a single blow. They are great moves that can be used when the CP is over 100. Understood. Let's make use them even to get used to combat. I think that's supposed to be let's make use of them to get used to combat or something. Or let's make use of even them to get used to combat. I have a recovery type S-craft, so please call on me if things get dangerous. So everyone's just a little bit off their S-craft at the moment. Confirm change S-break as S-craft in this menu, triangle, and then pushing a character button. Well, it becomes the break mark, you can activate. Okay, so I assume you were supposed to use her to heal, while I just went back. Critical heal for 0. So I do not want to use Lloyd's because his is single target. And like best case scenario is I just pocket the stuff instead of squandering it here. Perfect. Go for this one. Flawless victory. And we even get an overkill.
なんとかなったわね。
96 EXP, not too shabby. This is also decent. Well, I have Sky on the channel if you wanted to check it out. This will be going up too, and then have to make preparations for Sky, or not Sky, for Cold Steel 3 in the fall. Estimates were coming out in November for that one. As is, I'm planning to borrow my brother's PS4 to play it. I do have it pre-ordered already, in case you're wondering. Just a single one.
はい。
And it's barely... No, that wasn't even range for her, damn it. We'll let it have the crit turn, I don't really care.
行きます。
Just be aware that a lot of the characters in this game are going to be appearing in Cold Steel 3 because Crossbell's been taken over, if you remember. Spoilers for those who are coming into this without playing Cold Steel. So let's see if we can go upstairs first. There's a ladder here that exits above ground. Looks like it's a manhole up there, but it's not recorded in the database. Why is it left opened? Who knows, maybe City Hall that's in charge forgot to close it. It's probably better that we contact them later. You're right, let's do that. Ladder to the outside. Connects to Central Square. Okay, so that's just supposed to be an FYI, I guess. Just wondering if you could examine this, but yeah. Suspected this time there would be two. Get in there, Tio. Damn it, Lloyd, you were supposed to show him police brutality there. You gonna make your partner shoot everything for you? So, real quick, am I able to save anywhere? Here's the record stuff. So they actually do tell you a little bit here. So these points are used in the post-game store to buy various things that you want to carry over into the other game, your second playthrough. And you have to play this twice to get everything, just keep in mind. There are certain things that only appear in the second, or the last chapter in a second playthrough. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Not see anything over here to interact with. Probably not going to be too sneaky with hidden stuff until later on in the game. Okay, single sucker. Now I do not know what that thing that Tio has there. Team Rush? All-out attack Team Rush. Team Rush is a bonus to attack with all party members. If you cancel it, you can perform normal actions. Get 'em, boys! So overkill times 3. And that was even a speed kill. Got sesame oil for our trouble. So I've noticed the arrows. I'm trying to go against them just to make sure I thoroughly explore this place. If he's lucky, he dies here. If not, he's getting the police brutality thing. Fresh herb. Tear balm. Oh my god. So if they touch the last member, it still counts.
私の番です。そこです。
Oh my god. I hate this bug already.
お返しです。
Among crafts, there are counter. Powerful moves that are unleashed with 2 characters.
俺の番だな。ふん。任せてくれ。えいってや。
さて、
任せてくれ。せいってや。まだまだいける。
So I probably should actually be analyzing more while I'm down here.
やっと。
先生可能。始めましょう。
はいそう
わかったわ。
行くぞ。
Yeah, I actually want to just do the whole police brutality thing real quick. 1 second.
チャンスです。皆さん、お願いします。
ああ、はいそう。
わかったわ。えい。任せて。
Its effect. So they call Mirage Illusion here. Because I'm pretty sure they called it Mirage earlier. That's just like a one-time translation mistake.
えいは。
ええ。私の番です。分析を開始します。情報を入手しました。
Rat-type monster. It's called the Needle Poe? What? Ears are with hired spikes, shields, weapons... shields and weapons.
任せろ。ふん。
These actually did have a proper name, it's just I can't remember what it was offhand.
俺の番だな。やっと。
ええ。
俺の番だな。ふん。ちょろいぜ。
Pair of king potatoes. So I'm missing the slime and the bat, I believe. A voice? The voice of a child crying? Hey, come on, just what's going on here? Aren't the inner parts of the Geo Front supposed to be closed off? No use saying it to me. At least that's how it is to the public. Save the talk for later. Right now we need to find out who's crying ASAP. Right. What should I do? At this rate... Hey, someone there? Who's there? What a relief. So you were here. Are you alright? Are you hurt anywhere? Whoa. Oh my. The second he felt safe, his mind relaxed. Lloyd, lead this to me. Yeah. There. You were scared, right? Everything's okay now. We're all here with you now. Okay. We defeated all the scary monsters outside. It's dark and crowded here, so how about we head out? Here, I'll carry you, so hold on tight, alright? I'm fine. I can already stand. I see. You're a boy after all, eh? What's your name? My name is Henry. What a bright kid. Well then, Henry, can you tell me why you're in such a place? Should have been locked, so how'd you come in here? Well, We were playing near the bell in Central Square, and we found a ladder when we opened the lid there. Then... I see, so you came in from that manhole. Looks like that entrance needs to be added to the database. Hold on. By we, you mean you came in here with another kid? Yes. My friend Ryu said he wanted to go on an adventure together. But on the way, he met with scary monsters and lost each other while running away. So that's what happened. Lloyd, what do we do? Let's see. We need to find the kid. We don't have time. Let's bring this kid with us into the deeper parts. Is that okay? Not making the kid get out first? You know, we could divide up into 2 teams and continue with the exploration. Anyway, we're fine with time here. Wouldn't be a good plan suddenly splitting up our forces, right? Ellie, can I entrust you to protect this kid? Yes, leave it to me. Even if we encounter monsters, I won't let them get close to this kid. Henry, right now we'll go look for your friend. It'll be dangerous if you stay here, so I'd like you to come with us. What do you say? Okay. I'm worried about Ryu. Let's go together. Alright, good kid. This is an exploration mission while escorting a subject. Let's proceed with extreme caution. Yes, roger that. Well then, shall we go search for that other little rascal? Henry is the escort subject. If the escort character is KO'd, it's game over. Protect it well as we proceed. Yep, nothing even if you examine those. So, as for who we give the lighter to... Thinking her, because... Actually, no, it'd be her because she has the heal spell, right? Then again, she's gonna be in the back. Oh no. Protect the NPC. If they zero out, it's game over. So while the game is trails to 0, you do not actually want to wipe out like that. And in order to do that, we will enlist, you guessed it, police brutality. No! That hurt, you jerk. Battle scope times 5. So those are the analyzer item, I believe. Yeah. Oh, I should also mention the menu is in Japanese there, so you have to just go through tab by tab to find what you're looking for. So sadly, I did not find another slime to analyze. I don't think you can analyze everything on the one playthrough, like I mentioned that there's lots of stuff you can't do. So, we can always get it next time, or maybe it'll appear later. Maybe it'll appear here, who knows? Stay away! Help me, Goddess Adios! What do you know, they're here. Ryu. Ellie, draw their attention. Understood. Okay, leave Ellie and run, kids. Somehow it seems we have averted their attention. Alright, let's take care of them. Why not?
エニグマ駆動さてと
Since she's kind of crappy when it comes to
分析を開始します情報を入手しま
the
す
whole magic thing here, we'll go with this. So it's considered a mollusk of all things. That's kind of interesting. Run, kid! Pump those scrawny legs! And there goes Randy. We kind of need to get him over here. This can be really bad. I do not know what Rush does. Looks like 2 turns back to back. They really do not like Lloyd.
そこですはあこれで一安心です
5 thawing heaters. Wow. Phew. Somehow we took care of them. As to be expected, they gave us a bit of a hard time. I'm tired. What a scare. Ryu, are you alright? Are you hurt? No, I'm totally fine. You're safe too, thank goodness. You're slow, you know. I guess you would have been eaten by monsters if I hadn't come by to save you. You wanted to talk, though you were going to be eaten by monsters. In the first place, weren't you who forced me saying, let's go in? What the heck you said? Weren't you who started talking about the Geo Front in the first place? I never said to enter for real. Alright, your quarrel ends here. I'm sorry. This is the first time I've seen you around, guys. You seem quite strong, but are you some rookies? What a smooth-tongued rascal. Since you've been saved, shouldn't some words of thanks come first? Well, thanks for saving me. I was in danger, but ended with just a few scars. Well, you barely pass. We'll focus on improving. It's a relief that we're all in one piece. Anyway, shouldn't we go out of here at once? You're right, seems this is as far as it goes. And for the time being, we have cleared Chief Sergei's task too. I see. Well, sure, we couldn't have thought for something like this to happen. Well, then if we take back the brats, we'll return to Police HQ, right? What's wrong? You know, misters, are you really rookies? Yeah, that's right. You can tell? We don't even wear uniforms. Uniforms? Perhaps? Are you not from the guild? By saying guild, do you mean the Bracer Guild? As if by saying guild there could be others. What? You really aren't bracers? No. We're only some rookies who have just joined the Crossbell police. What? You were from the police? No way, why are there policemen in such a place? Well, there have been some circumstances. While we were on a mission, we found you kids. But is it such a strange thing? But you know, aren't police famous for being cowards? Dad said that despite being arrogant, they don't help you at all. He said that in times of need, bracers are 10 times more reliable. Figured. Ryu, you're being rude. No matter if they're policemen, they saved us. I know, but I thought that some rookies from the guild had come to save us. Looks like they're of many kind. Wait. Hey, isn't this bad? From above? What's with this one? How big is it? This is bad. The door behind us has been locked. At this rate... What are we gonna do? If we fight it seriously with the current equipment, we don't stand a chance. I know. I'll draw it away from here. You guys escape in some way. Wait. Are you crazy? It's the only way in this situation. Randy, Ellie, hold those children in your arms. Seize an opportunity in one way or another and run. Is that our only option? No way. Mister... Good grief. Self-sacrifice is wonderful, but don't be a little too hasty. Show off. Seriously? Unbelievable. I couldn't see him. Wow. Cool. You're too awesome, Mr. Arios. I saw something good. Thank you, Mr. Arios. But why are you here? There was a notice saying that children were seen entering the square manhole. Anyway, you did a rash thing. What would you have done if the worst had happened? I'm sorry. Sorry. Since you're alright, let's leave it at that. It's already evening. Let's go out quickly and go home. Yes. Understood. What's wrong? Aren't you going back? You're right. Allow us to return with you. Then don't dawdle. Something like this could happen again. Don't let your guard down till it's over. What an old man, eh? How to say it? He was covered in an unusual aura. His ability wasn't ordinary, too. Wonder who he is. Right, that man was... Milady, do you know him? Only a name, though. By the way, why do you call me like that? I just felt like it. Who is that incredible old man? Most likely... Arios McLean. I read about him many times in the Crossbell Times. The strongest A-rank bracer at the Bracer Guild branch of Crossbell. Perfectly finishing all kinds of requests and garnering great trust from citizens, the true guardian of Crossbell. The Sword Saint of Wind, Arios McLean. What's happening? Hey there, Mr. Arios, accomplishing yet another feat, eh? How you brilliantly saved those boys who ended up falling in danger due to the city's careless facility management. This will be the perfect scoop for the latest issue. Awesome, are we going to be featured in a magazine? But that doesn't really make me happy somehow. Grace, please don't make an uproar. It's certain that there's a problem with the city management, however there's also a problem with the actions of these children. I wouldn't appreciate a biased news story. No, it's only about living up to the expectations of the readers. And it seems like we got an interesting guest this time. The first expedition of the ones going to shoulder our future, the Police Special Support Section. However, unable to accomplish it, and as always, getting the achievement snatched away by a bracer. Will these saplings who have finally realized their inexperience overcome the future trials waiting for them as a result of this? What is she... Hey now, what in the world is she saying? Looks like a person from the mass media for me. She looks like a journalist for Crossbell Times. I wouldn't appreciate ignoring their roles in this matter. They were the ones who saved these children in the first place, I may say. Well, they didn't follow through to the end, though. Well, as I thought then. I think I'll write a lot of stuff in the arc. Well, please don't pay it too much attention, okay? Think about it as a cheer from the big sis for you guys to improve yourselves further. Well, Mr. Arios, may I ask for an exclusive interview this time? About that, I should have refused to do that last time. What just happened? Saying us up to be the clowns makes me angry, but that woman is kind of my type, even though she seems to be quirky. That's not the problem, is it? So, Lloyd, what are we gonna do? Well, the task we received from the chief has been cleared, so let's return to the police office as soon as possible. We have to report about the children, too. This is... the tactical orbits we received earlier. Maybe they received transmissions? Yes, it surely looks so. Clicking on that red button will switch it over to communication mode. This one, right? Lloyd Banning's here. Am I talking to Chief Sergei? Mr. Lloyd! It's me, the one you met at the reception desk earlier. The one earlier? What's happened? That is... Can I ask you to return to the police HQ as fast as you can? Looks like the Vice Chief wants you. The Vice Chief? Honestly, just what were you guys thinking? Sticking your noses into things not related to your mission? Gain all the credits taken by that Arios McLean? On top of that, having it exposed by the Crossbell Times. No, but... Shut up, no excuses. Honestly, that's why I was against the establishment of the new post. If that cursed Sergei hadn't come with conditions in exchange, something like this wouldn't have happened. What do you mean by that? Nothing, it's got nothing to do with you guys. No, but... Right, that's right. If he has no subordinates, that pest won't be able to do anything. Listen, you all, this is for your own good. Decline your assignment to the Special Sports section within 1 or 2 days. Whoa there, what do you mean by that? Cryptic. It means exactly what I said. It's a post that won't last half a year anyway, and won't be useful for your career. On the contrary, there's a possibility you'll be involved in troubles and ruin your resume. Don't you think it's stupid? Lloyd, didn't you wish to be a detective? I'll put you in one of the crime divisions. All of you two, I'll prepare new work assignments based on your aptitudes. You won't regret it. Try thinking through it carefully for one night. Oh dear. It became a strange situation. Anyway, he said to refuse the assignment. Looks like there are many things going on inside the police as well. Hence why they're making this untouchable unit, it looks like. I heard about it at a rumor level. Right, this is different from what I arranged on. Arranged? No, just talking to myself. More importantly, where could Chief Sergei have gone to? That's right. What's the meaning of not even coming to receive us after submitting a task? Instead, we got nagged insistently by that sarcastic deputy chief. So it's not consistent whether he's deputy chief or vice chief. What's wrong, Lloyd? Feeling down? Was telling us to refuse the assignment such a shock? No. It's because this is somehow a place way different from what I had imagined. Hi, rookies. Seems it was a disaster, eh? I'm Donovan. I belong to the 2nd Crime Division. I'm Raymond from the same 2nd Division. Heard the rumors, but to think there's even such a small child, eh? Nice to meet you. I'm Lloyd Bannings. I'm Ellie McDowell. Randy Orlando. Nice to meet you. Yeah, welcome to Crossbell, please. I see, so you're that... Inspector? No, it's nothing. Anyway, that Sergei too thinks about some crazy stuff. Bidding for popularity from the citizens by gathering nothing but rookies like you. What in the world does that mean? You haven't heard about it yet? Did I say something bad, perhaps? Well, anyway, you guys got the short end of the stick. Seems tough and hard, Scrabble. If I were you, I would have refused. Shouldn't you build up a little more guts? I could give you to Sergei even now, you know. No way, Inspector. Please, cut me some slack. Guess you have it hard, but try thinking for the time being if to associate with Sergei or not. Just don't do the impossible. If you like it, I could take you all together in the 2nd Division. Thank you. Well then, do your best. Ellie, was it? What do you say we go eat together next time? Thing is that I discovered a new restaurant and... Hey, we're going now. I was merely being polite, I tell you. I don't know why, but they seem some severe remarks. In any case, I didn't like that short end of the stick very much. Anyway, we must hear the details from the chief in person. Maybe asking at the reception desk will find out where he is. You're right. Lloyd Banning speaking. Ah, seems the scolding and the sarcasm of the fox are over. He gave you quite the headache, eh? Yes, for sure he... I mean, no, what on earth are you... Did you say to wait at the police headquarters? Well, because your baggage arrived, I've been witnessing the movers' operations. Am I not quite the kind boss? Baggage? Are you perhaps at the dorm? Yes, we'll speak here in detail. I'm waiting for you to come at once. Understood. So, where is this dorm? To be exact, it's not a dorm. It's the Crossbell Police Special Support Section detached office building. 2nd and 3rd floors will become your rooms. Just think, one day we'll actually be able to walk around this town. Isn't this that multi-tenant building? What the? It's quite a worn-out building. Compared to the department store over there, you can see it's all musty. Built 30 years ago. Seems it'll be demolished soon. Is the Special Support Section detached office really here? Yes, I guess there's no mistaking it, but still. You're late. Chief Sergei. Get inside. What is this, Special Support Section? I'll properly answer all your questions. A post that responds to all sorts of requests and places the citizens' safety first? Right, that's the direction of this newly established Special Support Section. In order to be close to the citizens' daily lives, a separate office like this has also been prepared. Makes a lot of sense, right? But then that's... like we're completely imitating the Bracer Guild, or... to be frank, it's plagiarism. Yep. You may already know this, but right now the Bracer Guild is extremely popular in Crossbell, including the A-rank Bracer Arios. McLean, the guy who they call the Sword Saint of Wind. There's quite a few powerful people stationed at the Crossbell branch. Do you understand what this means to the big shots in the police? Well, the police and guild will be compared against each other, and our problems as an organization will be pointed out. Furthermore, it will lead to criticism about Crossbell state government. I get it, that's how it is. So basically our real goal is to somehow take over what the guild does best as a grab for popularity. It's a bit shameless. Well, to be frank, you're all exactly right. But the police's founding principles are maintaining public order and adhering to the statute of self-governance. Helping the citizens has always been secondary. That's exactly why there's a lot of people within the police who don't look kindly in a popularity grab like this. Calling us things like utility workers, fake bracers, or organ grinder monkeys. Basically, there's already some harsh backbiting. I see. I now understand quite a few things. Boy, you're telling us to work a post like that? Honestly, this exceeds my expectations. No, don't be in such a rush. You may have already heard about this, but you're allowed to refuse the assignment. If you're officially assigned here, you'll have to perform various jobs. And that includes jobs like the monster extermination you did today. And probably small chores like looking for lost objects and helping at the main office. Can't imagine anyone who isn't interested in being up to it. I'll give you tonight to think about it. If you refuse the assignment, you'll be reassigned to another unit, but you won't receive any demerits. Everything is up to you guys. Looks like I got sent somewhere ridiculous. Pretending to be bracers, huh? Didn't join the police to do something like that. Brother was assigned to the 1st Crime Division, wasn't he? That elite corps that single-handedly takes up major incidents in political international matters? It really is too different from that. I wonder what the others plan to do. Those 3. They don't look like they went to police school, but they do look like they've got their own circumstances. Maybe I'll talk to them a bit. So one thing I should point out, police school, as he calls it, it would be called Police Academy in English. Definitely starting to get some questions about the translator. This is Randy's room. Sounded like he was moving something until just now, but... Who is it? It's me, Lloyd. Can I talk to you for a bit? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and come in. Alright then.
Yeah.
Welcome to my castle. Have you already finished unpacking your things? No, not yet. Looks like you've already made your decision, Randy. Oh, about declining the assignment? Well, it doesn't look like there'll be a lot of desk work. And the way it sounds easygoing suits me just fine. Having my workplace and my home in the same place makes things easy, which is nice. So I plan to go ahead and stick with it. I see. You're the one who looks confused, though that's not a surprise. Guess you don't want that detective license you worked so hard to get to go to waste. There is that too. But more than that, I get the feeling that this will take me away from the goal I'm pursuing. The goal you're pursuing. I mean, it isn't anything big. That reminds me, how'd you come to be assigned here, Randy? You're older than the rest of us, but you didn't go to the police school, right? Yep, that's right. How I ended up assigned here, huh? Do you really want to know? Yeah, but only if you don't mind. If you insist, I guess I have to. Actually, I got in women's trouble. Oh. You see, people found out I got involved with a bunch of them at the last place I worked. Just as I was about to get fired, the old man took me in. Guess you could say this was all thanks to Ideo's guidance. Where did you work before, Randy? Oh, Crossbell Guardian Force. You know, the Bellegarde Gate facing the Empire. Stationed there. The Guardian Force. So that's it. No wonder you can wield that halberd so easily. Well, when you're stationed close to the border, there's basically nothing to do but train and patrol. On that point, if I work in Crossbell proper, I can head to the entertainment district whenever I want. Man, I seriously made the right choice when I quit the Guardian Force. I understand how you feel. So you get me. You know, I actually found a couple of shops with sexy ladies working in them. Once we're officially buddies, let's go out for some fun together. Our milady seems stuffy, and kids don't belong in places like that, so it'll be a guys' night. Alright, I'll think about it. Well, it's not like I don't understand why you're at a loss. How about taking one night to think things through? When we become buddies officially, let's go out and have fun together. I'll think about it. It's locked. Vacant room. What's up? Let me repeat, it is possible to decline the assignment to go to the support section. You have a detective license, so you'll probably be assigned to one of the investigation units. Think it over carefully for one night. Let's go upstairs. Wait a second. What's this? Is this the rear entrance? No need to go outside now. Good to know there's a back door. Okay, I actually was supposed to go up here, I guess. What a great night view. Crossbell really is a city. The town where Uncle's house was by no means small, too, though. I'm back home. What? A cat? If you're in this building, it means that you've settled here since before the support section moved in, maybe. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll leave and go to a more adequate place. Looks like you're feeling quite at home. From the looks of things, it seems you settled down in this building for some time. Can we pet the cat for Zerum stuff? This is Ellie's room, if I remember correctly. Hope she isn't asleep already. Who is it? It's me, Lloyd. Do you have some time right now? I don't mind. The door isn't locked, so come inside. Alright, I'm coming in. Thank goodness I finished cleaning up somehow. Can you sit there? I'll make black tea for us. Don't bother. But you too, Ellie. It seems you already made your decision. Yes, it's regarding refusing this assignment. I was a bit unsure, but I've decided to do my best here. I see. Rather, it seems you're the one undecided about what to do. But I don't think that's strange. This special support section, to be honest, it's far too unreasonable. Unreasonable? From what we heard, it's a position created due to various obligations and self-interests, isn't it? It lacks rationale as an organization, and its goals are in no way clear. And so, you don't believe that depending on the budget, there's a high chance of this section actually being eliminated if we do not produce results. Well, thinking logically, that's what would happen. But if you know all that, why are you staying, Ellie? Do you have a specific reason? That's right. This appears to be a rather good place to observe various faults. Oh. I'm kidding. I think I probably will not stay a member of the police force indefinitely. In that sense, it doesn't really matter to me if this position takes me away from the promotion track. Really now. If I remember correctly, you didn't go to police school, did you, Ellie? So how'd you come to join the police? To be frank, I'm learning about society. By the way, I took a written test and a marksmanship one when I joined, but it seems that they couldn't reject me because I scored perfectly on both. You know, the more I learn, the more it feels totally different from my experience. Oh? But isn't it rare for a newcomer to earn a detective license? You have your own circumstances, don't you? That's... Seems best to continue this conversation after we've officially become co-workers. Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. For making you go out of your way for me. Oh no, however, if you were to ask for my personal opinion, I would be happier if you stayed. After all, we're both newcomers and have things we can improve upon. But today, though you were in an unfamiliar situation, you did your best as our leader. Your instructions were precise as well, so I was able to calmly provide support. I'm glad to hear you say that. Thank you for talking with me. Now I need to think things over myself. Yes, alright then. Good night, Lloyd. Night, Ellie. Today's the first day. Lots of things have happened. Guess I'm also a bit tired after writing my diary. Guess I'll turn in early. You're right. Good night, Ellie. Vacant room. Vacant room. Suppose this is Tio's room. Maybe she's already asleep like I think. No reply. By the way, I don't feel any presence. Could it be that she is not inside? To the ground floor. Tia, what are you doing?
どうも。
Mr. Lloyd. As you can see, I'm checking the terminal. The terminal? Do you mean that? It's an improved all-purpose terminal based on the ZCF Capel system. With it, it's possible to receive information from police headquarters through the orbital network. Wait a moment, things suddenly stop making sense. Let's see then. Mr. Lloyd, what is the extent of your knowledge of the orbital network project? Orbital network? I sometimes see articles about it in magazines, but I don't really actually understand it. I think there was something about the Epstein Foundation proposing it. It was originally started as a joint project between the Epstein Foundation and the Zeiss Central Factory, ZCF, if you're not familiar with the Sky terminology. Though now it's mainly progressing due to the Epstein Foundation. Its large-scale operative test is currently taking place here in Crossbell, and this is also a part of that. I don't really understand. In the end, what's that project going to do? Simply put, it's technology that improves on traditional communication devices. In addition to simply exchanging conversations, it links terminals possessing computing power and constructs an information network. That's what it is, in easy-to-understand terms. But it wasn't easy to understand at all. So basically it's equipment that makes communicating and maintaining the chain of command in the city more efficient? Well, you wouldn't be incorrect in regards to this terminal. It isn't my specialty, but I can at least operate a terminal. Considering the future, I suppose I should check it just in case. I see. Looking at you, you probably didn't even think about refusing this assignment, huh, Tio? No, before that, when I was your age, I was still in the middle of just wanting to play around. You said you transferred from the Foundation. You aren't being forced to work here or anything? Don't tell me you actually are being forced. No matter what the circumstances are, you shouldn't tolerate something like that. If you're fine with me, I could help you out as much as you need. Please calm yourself. It's not as if I'm being coerced into working. Rather, my recent transfer was actually the result of my making a selfish request. I have my own reasons for being here. That is what I mean. Shouldn't you be worrying about yourself before worrying about others, Mr. Lloyd? Yeah, that's right. You're right, Tio. I'm sorry for acting pushy. No, I simply thought that being so soft-hearted is going to have negative effects on your work as a detective. It is, unlike a bracer, an occupation where you must distrust people, isn't it? You hit me right where it hurts. Maybe I really still am a softie. And I thought I'd completely discipline myself in the training at the police school. But it's true that I'm not fit to be a detective just from that. Tio? My check of the terminal is completely finished. It appears that there will be construction work on the orbital cables tomorrow, so I will turn in early today. I see. Good night. Sleep well. Thank you, then.
おやすみなさい。
And that's good night. All three of them seem to be giving proper thought to what they should be doing. So I'm the only one who isn't sure what to do. This is no good. I'm just not getting anywhere. I'll head out for a bit and get some fresh air. Okay. That's probably how you leave, so what's this door then? Makes sense, I guess. Nice breeze is blowing. The Belheim. That's right, can it be seen from here? I'm sure that by now different people will be living there. Though Sister Cecile's family should still be there. That's right, I must go greet them later. 3 years have passed since then. After Uncle's family took care of me, I entered the police school. I recklessly studied and trained. I took the detective qualification, but in the end, what did I want to do after becoming a detective? Hey. I was looking for you. We went to the police, but they told us you were not around. And so they told us about this place. This is the right place where the sports section is, right? Yes, that's right. Why did you come on purpose? You see, we thought we didn't thank you properly. If you hadn't been there, I think both of us would have been injured pretty badly. So that's why we wanted to thank you one more time. I see. Thank you, you two, for having to come visit us at such an hour. Well, compared to Mr. Arios, you weren't quite as useful. If you become patrol officers, you'll really show some promise. Your lack of ability means that you should work hard from now on, okay? Ryu, we came to say our thanks. Why are you on your high horse? That's right. We'll just work harder from now on. Yeah, where do you two live? If you want, we'll take you guys home. No problem, no problem. I live in West Street, so it's close by. I live in the residential street, but I'm fine too. Please say hi to Ellie and Tio for us too. I'll tell them. You two, take care on the way home. Yeah. Bye. I'm quite simple myself. Getting all cheered up just from being thanked like that? In other words, it all depends on how one carries his own emotions. Listen, Lloyd. If you're a man, try hurling yourself against the things in front of you, using your own heart to grasp your own truth. If you do that, you should be able to see exactly what it is you want to do. Yeah, that's right. I have to first try to hurl myself out, or else I won't understand a thing. The phone's bell.
Hi.
Hello. You've reached the Annex building for the Crossbell Police's Special Support Section. Lloyd? Is that you, Lloyd? Cecile. Thank goodness. When I called the police, they gave me this number. The Special Support Section, was it? Is that the place you were assigned? It isn't official yet. More importantly, sorry. I actually wanted to see you right away. Don't worry about it. I should have come to get you at the station. You really don't need to worry about that. You're busy with work, right? We'll see each other when you get some time off. You're so cold, Lloyd. How distant you are with a woman just like a sister to you, whom you haven't seen in 3 long years. Jeez, I'll make time somehow. I'll come and see Aunt and Uncle tomorrow. Okay. My mom and Dad have really been worried about you. But I'm happy. You finally come back to Crossbell. Yeah. I'm home, Sister Cecile. Welcome home, Lloyd. So it's most likely Cecile One-chan or something like that, which is why it's translated as Sister Cecile, which is a little awkward in English. And it sounds like she's his cousin, actually. Well then, I guess I'll hear your replies. No problems here. I'll keep troubling you. By the way, you've been the one who dragged me to the police headquarters. If you like, should I recommend you to the 1st Division? If it comes to your fighting capability, maybe that lot would want it too. I decline. A Guardian Force life would still be better. I'm not good at stiff places. Ellie, what about you? Think I will impose on you from now on too. Chief Sergei again, nice to meet you. Well, I didn't expect someone like you here. Big shots at headquarters probably recommending you here, thinking you would have been a nice, calm office girl at this section. Of course, you're prepared that this is not going to be such a bed of roses, right? I know. From now on, I expect to do substantial jobs. Very good. Tio, well, I shouldn't even ask, eh? Right, that was the arrangement since from the beginning. Apart from that, it seems that today's afternoon, the wiring for the orbital cables is going to take place. Can you entrust me the terminal setting too? Yeah, I already intended to. Well then, only you're left. Lloyd Bannings. A police school curriculum filled with excellent results in both learning and practice. With those, you took the detective exam and brilliantly passed. Frankly, to me, you're too much of a talented man. An unequal match here. Whatever section someone like you went, he could have attained a certain degree of success. If you openly said you want to leave, a few other offers would come to you. Don't you have any doubts? No, I've made my decision after thinking a lot. Chief Sergei, please, take good care of me from now on. Lloyd. What the heck, it's not even fun. I was expecting you to be a little more troubled. Hey now. Oh well, today I'll give you all the whole day off. Consider it your last day off before you become busy like hell. Tio, I leave the terminal setting to you. Roger. I was forgetting. So, Lloyd Bannings. Sir. Ellie McDowell. Sir. Randy Orlando. Hey. Tio Plato. Sir. As of today's 900 hours, I officially approve your assignments. Welcome to the Special Support Section. Expect I'll be assigning you a full mountain of different jobs. No, work, our greatest weakness. So we get 1,000 Mira. To our goddess Dios who is in heaven, for the soul making its way to you, open the heavenly gates. Can't believe this. That guy who was like energy itself went and... He had a cute lover too, and I think they were going to get married soon. Why did it have to be something like this? Damn, what's the place doing? One of them was killed, right? Will this be another unsolved case? Certainly, his parents are no longer with him, right? Whatever will the younger brother do? Lloyd, are you alright? Don't push yourself, okay? You haven't been sleeping much. You too, Cecile. Sorry for having you help me so much. Normally I should have taken care of this myself, you see. Don't say such standoffish things. We're like family, aren't we? Besides, to me, Guy was very... Cecile? I'm sorry. You're hurting the most. I think things will be hard from now on, but please don't hesitate to rely on me, okay? Until you can stand on your own, I'll probably watch over you. Even if I say so myself, I was still a brat. Honestly, I should have relied on her. I was weirdly stubborn. Brother, I'm home. Sorry for not showing my face until now. Looks like I'm a little stubborn. But I've returned, see? As a detective, the same as you, I've come back to Crossbell. I'm still far from being an adult, and I've been assigned to some strange posts, but I'll do my best somehow, so always watch over me. Well then, today you'll do your first official job. In any case, I'll give you a supplementary explanation. Lloyd, take out the detective notebook. Black notebook with the police crest. Somehow it seems the real deal. Sure, this can also be used as police identification, right? In addition, it's even got a collection of various advice and explanations. So you've got explanations about tactical ordnance you need as a reference. However, this thing's greatest purpose is to record and confirm the investigative state. Investigation state? Lloyd explained. Just learned about it at police school. As a police rule, no matter what investigation mission, it is expected to be recorded. After you receive an investigation mission, you'll record its status when it progresses in the detective notebook. Reports are performed on its basis, and also determines work assessment and special bonuses. That's why you need to fill it finely and concisely as much as possible. I see, it's logical. Sounds like a pain. What's the basic gist of it? That's the basic gist of it. However, things in the special support section are slightly different. After all, in addition to the regular investigative missions, there are also support requests. Tio, I leave you the preparations. Yes. Everyone come here. I'm kind of out of time, so we're going to speed this up a bit. It's the day before yesterday. Isn't it the terminal who's connected to the orbital network? I configured it yesterday. Basically, after it starts up like this, the screen appears where you want to log in. Some letters popped up. Are those support requests? Aside from official missions, you can receive requests from all quarters. You can think about many requests coming from citizens, tourists, and even cooperative requests from Crossbell City, right? You don't need to always do them. Matter is that if left alone, they'll end up being taken care of by those bracers. I see. It'll bring us even a little of the Bracer Guild acclaim. It's what it does, right? Probably on a small grade. Aside from that, when headquarters is busy, it'll also happen that you'll be forced to help too. Doing patrols inside the city or doing trivial desk work. You're kidding me. Be that as it may. Support requests are already coming in? I'll leave it to you to check that. See they recorded in the detective notebook the support requests you checked. So yeah, we'll do this and then I'm going to call it quits. Crossbell, State Police, Reception, 1500 Mira. Special Support Section, congratulations on taking a new post. Allow me to explain the reporting procedure for your future activities. Please stop by the Crossbell Reception Desk. Rebecca. Well, if pushed, I'd say it seems like some kind of task notification system. For the time being, I guess we just need to head to the police headquarters to get explanations. Looks like it. But orbital network, huh? Somehow I feel like I'm beginning to understand what it is. Different from a telephone, other than it can transmit image and text information. Other than sound, it can transmit those also, I mean. I've heard of it before, but certainly looks like it can be applied in various other ways. At the moment, there are various experimental operations taking place in Crossbell. This system introduced into the police network is also a part of that. I hear the guild also introduced the same technology into their system as an experiment. That's the general outline. How about I get you guys to complete one of those support requests that came in right away? Understood. What do we do after that? Up to you is what I'd like to say, but after getting an explanation at headquarters, several official support requests would come in. That's right. Since the first time there's business at headquarters, go and finish at least one request. That way they won't complain that much, right? Is that the problem? And Lloyd, do a tour of the city while you guys are at it. A tour of the city? Confirm with your own eyes once just what kind of place you're all going to protect from now on. Right, at least be sure to drop by the weapons store and the orbital store located nearby. If you're all going to be police detectives, those stores will come in handy in the future. Understood. I'll probably be in that next room over there, busy taking a nap or reading some magazines. Don't comment me too much and solve things by yourselves as much as possible. See ya. Wait. Hey now, what an irresponsible old man he is. Will we be okay? I'm worried about our future. Well, it's our first job. Let's take care of support requests while we tour around the city. Since it's our first time, it can't be helped being nervous. Let's try getting a feeling how to do things right. Right. Roger. Do we hit the road? When you inspect the terminal, the support section, check support requests, the way the others' jobs are displayed. You do not need to do the quests at all, but clearing them will earn you DP and Mira. And yeah, I'm going to have to call it quits here. I'll pick up on Tuesday, hopefully, with the next part. I was hoping to do one more mission, but there was a lot more dialogue than I anticipated. So, this will be what I try to do for the imminent future. Hopefully you guys enjoy. The Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.